Alright, Silver's log number 4. I took the volume off the video completely. There have been some complaints about the game volume conflicting with my voice. People being unable to hear me when I fire my weapons, so I thought I'd just take the volume off because it isn't too important, I don't think. Give you guys some visual stimulus, and I will hopefully stimulate you with my topics. So let's get going here. Couple things we got today. This is gonna be some balancing things mostly. Okay, so as usual, I'm just gonna talk about things that were brought to my attention on the day of the recording of this video, possibly the day prior. But anyways, this would be the day prior. Yeah, somebody said this yesterday. Anyways, assault and logi speed. A while ago, Rattati said something about switching the speed of assaults and logis so that the progression of speed and HP lined up correctly. What I'm trying to say by that is heavies have the most HP, but they are the slowest. Commandos have the second most base HP, but they are the second slowest. Scouts are the fastest with the lowest HP, but then it gets tricky at the assaults and logis. Assaults have the second highest speed and third highest HP. Logis have the third one. Yeah, where am I going here? The third highest, yeah, third highest speed, fourth highest HP. So they have okay. Because I keep trying to think of in terms of, I keep switching in my mind lower and higher speed. Anyway, so if you went from lowest speed to highest speed and highest HP to lowest HP, oh, I tried to hide there. Yeah, lowest speed, highest HP, it would be the same if they switch the assault and logis as the god damn it, I keep forgetting which one I'm saying. Lowest speed to highest speed is the same as highest HP to lowest HP, bar logis and assaults, which are switched. So I probably just confused you guys with a lot of what I was saying. But basically, if they switched it, logis would be the second fastest and the second lowest HP. Assaults would be the middle for this all, which, you know, assaults are supposed to be average, but I don't think logis should be faster than assaults. It just wouldn't make sense, really. I don't know. People complain that they can't keep up with the heavies because they have to run armor plates. I don't know. You don't have to run armor plates, but I suppose you do because you have low HP, and there's a lot of things. I don't know. You should be able to keep up with heavies for the most part, I suppose. I might enrage people by saying something. Yeah, this game I'm kind of hucking remotes. Let's see, I got jack shit there. I don't know how that even happened. I think this is the video where I get. No, you guys will see when I get there, I suppose. I think it's this one. Yep, camping this link a little bit here. Bitch tactics. I die a couple times. Well, a large amount, in my opinion, but maybe not for other people. Anyway, so assaults and logi speed. I'd be fine with buffing logi speed, but I don't think assaults need to be any slower than they are now. Yeah. So that's that. Maybe, I mean, okay, as it stands, a Mar logi is 0.2 meters per second slower than the assault, and the other three logis are 0.3 second or meters per second slower than their assault counterparts. So I don't know, maybe just make that a 0.15 difference or 0.1, or even make them the same. I don't really care. And logis could just be slower but have more lower HP in order to gain their, I don't know, something. I don't know. I think assaults should be slightly faster, if nothing else, but definitely not slower, not equal speed. Assaults should be faster, higher HP, etc., etc. Compared to logis, anyway. Anyways, that was a while for one topic. So another thing that I just saw a little bit ago, Rattati posted up. I think it was Rattati. I could be confusing with Frame or Logibro because people do that. They assume if there's a dev on the forums that it is Rattati. But anyway, I think it was Rattati. He posted up that the research lab is being switched out to a different map. It's the map I'm playing on in this video is the map it is right now. It's the Gallente Research Facility. It's being changed to, I think it's called the Gallente Communications Facility or something like that. It's the other. it's the one with the mushroom-looking building. There's kind of two mushroom-looking buildings, but it's the Gallente one, I guess. The one that looks all green and stuff. Oh, that was a sweet kill. But yeah, it's the one that's all green. It's got the mushroom. One of the letters is in, or if there are 3 points in the city, 2 of the letters are inside, 1 of them would be outside. I don't know if that tells you which map it is or not. Double kill. So yeah, that's happening. But sadly, Molten Heath only has 8 of those districts right now, so only 8 of those maps will actually be, people can change it. If you change the infrastructure, Surface Research Labs at the moment, unless that patch already happened, I don't know, are Gallente Research Labs, this map I'm playing on. The Cargo Hubs, which is the one with the rings and the acid pits, that's the Cargo Hub, and Production Facility is the one with the one with the PlayStation building and the tall towers. If the PlayStation building, it looks like a PlayStation, basically. And then the 2 tall towers in the city. That's that. Oh, I switched to a heavy suit here. I don't know what I'm doing. This is like a little bit after I got the heavy suit, I think. Still when I had Amarr heavy, before I respec. But anyways, so yeah, that's that. There's predominantly cargo hubs in Molten Heath. There are 8 Surface Research Labs. Capac owns 4 of them. 4 of the 8 Surface Research Labs. Cargo hubs make up I didn't count it out. I don't know how many productions, how many cargos are, but there are far more cargos than productions. At some point, mainly due to Nyan San, I believe, most of the cargo hubs most of the districts in Molten Heath were changed to cargo hubs. Yeah, just because they can hold the most clones on them. It takes 1 more re-up to flip the district, which would mean, I don't know, just more clones. Something like that. I don't see a reason to have a district that, besides playing a different map, I think Cargo Hub gives the biggest advantage. Back when you could actually sell clones, production facilities had an advantage there, but not anymore. Surface Research Labs just reduces the clones lost while launching attacks over a large distance, which that's not all that valuable either. I think Cargo Hub would just be the best to have, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe it's different if you only have like 1 district. Maybe production would be. I don't know. Pretty much Cargo Hubs dominate right now. So, anyways, that change is happening. Another thing Vitality posted up: data for kills in Planetary Conquest. Let me pull it up actually. So yeah, he just posted up all the kills that people got in Planetary. He didn't specify how long of a period it was, but I'm not gonna pull it up. I'll just tell you guys what I remember, which I was just looking at a couple minutes ago, so I should hopefully remember a lot of it. Anyways, HMG's dominated it. HMG Sentinels. Amarr Sentinel with HMG was number 1. It was over double the second place, which was Gallente Scout with shotguns. After that, it was Gallente Sentinel with HMG. Then it was Python with missiles. I know Caldari Sentinel is up there. I don't remember the order after this, but Caldari Sentinel with HMG was up there. Caldari Scout with shotguns was up there. Gallente Scout with remote explosives was number 10. Mimitar Scout with Nova Knives was up there. And Gun Logis with large rail guns were up in the top 10. I might be missing 1 or 2, but that was the gist of it. Basically, PC is Mimitar Assault with combat rifle. Assault combat rifle, I think, was up there. Assault or not Assault, I'm not positive. But anyways, those were both up there. Those are both all of them are highly used anyways. Basically shows how, dominated by heavies PC is. After that, it'd be scouts, and then, there's some vehicles, and there's 1 assault suit in there. None of them are Logis, because, Logis aren't killers exactly. And then, I don't know, just some interesting things, some data. The only kills that Caldari Logis got were with rail rifles and assault rail. There might have been 1 other weapon. I think it was just assault rail rifles and rail rifles. Yeah. Amarr Commandos got absolutely no kills. Caldari Heavy Frame got absolutely no kills, but the other 3 heavy frame, outside, not Sentinels, but just the heavy frames got killed. The Mimitar had the most. Some people actually use that because I believe the Gallente might also have this trait. It has higher speed than the Sentinel, but I think it's 0.2 meters per second faster. I'm not positive about what the Gallente is, but anyways, they have that, and yeah, you lose. I think you might lose out on a little bit of HP, and your Sentinel and racial bonuses, but besides, I mean, the Minmatar doesn't have that great of them. Up, see here, I'm just trying to, ugh. Yeah, anyways, trying to get rid of that uplink. I tried to throw a remote up there. You can't throw a remote that. If there's a link placed there, I can never hit it. I don't know why. I've thrown fluxes like over that, and it just never touched it. Like that one kind of hit an invisible wall, or maybe it was a visible wall. I wasn't sure. Sometimes it hit. There's an invisible wall there. It's really annoying. Anyways, in that same thread, Rattati was talking about toning down HMG range and DPS, which a lot of people are probably happy about that. A lot of people are probably mad about that. If that does happen, I believe there was something about heat buildup being decreased. I think the 6-kin, or the burst rather, burst HMG is intended to stay similar to what it is now. The assault HMG, I think something about heat reduction and increased AV capabilities, making it an autocannon, basically, that can fight vehicles, which will be interesting. That will be just one more anti-vehicle weapon that is armor bias against armor. Does that projectile bonus of 15% against armor, 15% less against shield. Yep, that'll mean there's still only going to be one AV weapon that is shield biased. That'd be plasma cannon. Flux, I suppose, can be used against vehicles, but it's not, it's not an AV designated weapon. So yeah. Scouts. Somebody else, it wasn't Rattati this time, it was just somebody else in that thread. Somebody was talking. They said something about scouts being, I think it was that thread. It was one. I've been on the forums for a little bit, but it was saying something about scouts being used as an assault role, just for attacking, rather than being used for, what their stealth, and I suppose scouts are sometimes used for hacking. But at the same time, they're just mowing down people with their shotgun to get there. So I don't know. Probably the combat capability of scouts could be reduced, and their E-warfare could be buffed back up. I mean, in order to reduce the combat capability of scouts, I mean, you would have to be nerfing the shotgun, really, rather than the suit, because that's the weapon that they use primarily. Rifles too, sometimes, but mostly shotgun. So I don't know. Just perhaps an HP decrease, but then and maybe minor adjustments to the shotgun, and then buff cloak, maybe buff stealth, buff their definitely something about the cloak. The cloak penalty to scan radius is really just. They nerfed scouts, like they did that change, and then it seemed to balance something out, and then they did something else to make scouts seem not quite as good anymore. I don't know. It's excessive. It's 15%. It reduces your scan range to 15% of what it is normally, which is pitiful. 50% I could understand maybe, but like 15 is just awful. Yeah, like my Caldari Scout that I run, which I'm running in this video right now, gets a bonus to scan range of 50%. Right now, I think it gives it a 30-meter range, or I don't know. I think that 30 meters is the regular scan radius, then there's the weaker scan one, there's the stronger, maybe it's the total, I don't remember. But anyways, it just destroys that. I mean, puts it down to, what, 4.5 meters? It's awful. I don't know, maybe I did that math wrong. I probably did. No, let's see. Anyways, scouts reduce their combat capabilities, force them to focus on their E-warfare, and therefore helping out the teams, uplinks and hacks and things like that. I mean, I don't know. Shotguns and Nova Knives, high alpha. But I mean, the Nova Knives, they're obviously designed for scouts. Shotguns seem like they're designed for scouts, but I mean, maybe they shouldn't be. Maybe they shouldn't go hand in hand with scouts so well. I don't know. Something. Anyways, scouts could be changed a bit, I believe. REs. Oh yeah, that's the other thing about scouts I forgot to mention. REs, still ridiculous, still OP. Still pretty much the only effective counter to heavies in PC, besides heavies. I don't know. They could probably use a nerf, probably just a fall off or a damage fall off, because they insta kill anything they hit. Pretty much insta-kills anything they hit within their 5-meter radius. Maybe insta-kill only within 2 meters. And then, or it'd just be damage fall off. I don't know. Maybe it's it loses 20% per meter or something. I don't know what it'd be, but something there. I was gonna talk about the roadmap, but I think I'm gonna save that for the next log, and it will probably be tomorrow. So because that topic's gonna take a little while. So I guess that's it. Yeah, I go 31 and 6 on that one. I die a decent amount throwing REs, but yeah, silver's log number 4.